I've decided to move into another direction.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect
What
it.
do you seem like
You said your one-liner. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
It ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal for nothing that I'm saying.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
I wanted you to say something.
I'm
You're not
listening
saying
to you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk.
We all know what it usually means when a woman asks for a break. She wants to have some fun without completely giving up the lifestyle she's used to, and these men eventually figure that out. So, how did these women react when they received divorce papers? Subscribe, and let's find out.
For falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation.
Oh.
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She's a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which have been incredibly taxing for my wife. She wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she would travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff. She asked if I would be okay with it. I asked if she could make it a couple of weeks shorter because 7 weeks of managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting, especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. My wife and I discussed for a couple of days, and I ultimately agreed with her that she did deserve a break because of what she has been through the past few years. And so she took her vacation. The first week managing our children alone was extremely difficult, and I did feel like I was losing my mind. But I survived. My sister came over to help me from the second week on. She was honestly a lifesaver, and I will be eternally grateful for her. I never directly asked her to help me, but I guess I did indirectly because when she video called me at the end of the first week, I basically broke down in tears. So from the second week on, my sister stayed over at my house to help with my children, and a huge burden had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was also really able to focus on work and meet my deadlines. To be brutally honest, I did not miss my wife at all. I was emotionally and mentally relaxed and also had a lot of fun with my children and my sister. I felt a sense of betrayal that my wife had actually gone through with the 7-week vacation. I slowly fell out of love with my wife. When she came back from her vacation, she was super refreshed and recharged, but to be honest, I was a bit indifferent. My wife tried to initiate sex the first night she came back, which I rejected because I said I wasn't feeling it. The subsequent days, I had the same level of indifference in our day-to-day life, and she probably noticed it, but didn't say anything. A week later, she asked me why I was acting like this, and I told her I don't love her anymore.
Ooh.
Wow. She apologized for taking the 7-week vacation and asked if there was anything we could do to fix it. I told her no. We pretty much went through the motions the next couple of weeks before I finally decided that I wanted a divorce. She seemed devastated when I brought up divorce, which surprised me.
She left him to handle all the responsibilities of family life by himself for several months. How is he supposed to believe she genuinely cares about his well-being after spending weeks dealing with everything on his own?
He's Indian! Come here! He's Indian, I'm Indian!
Go with him then, not me.
Come here! You can steal me!
What?
You can steal me from him, you know?
I can steal you from him?
I'm California.
JBW felt brutalized. No. Go with Neon. I can't.
Come here!
No, I can't.
Have you been with a Punjabi girl?
No?
Previous one!
No, I can't.
No, please!
No, you're Neon's girl. You're Neon's girl.
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are. Go be with Neon.
I like it! No, we're not together!
Yes, you are. Come on, stop.
Stop!
Come on, I'm not that kind of... Does she seriously think any man, especially after all of this, is going to want her back? She's completely out of control and aggressive. Imagine if the gender roles were reversed here. People would definitely be up in arms. Obviously, he doesn't want her. And even if she was cheating, that just makes the situation even more desperate.
He just posted his new girl. So 3 years meant absolutely nothing. But 3 months and you can show up with another girl. And can I say, don't co-parent the dog. Don't co-parent the dog. Oh my God. Don't co-parent the dog. Like, if it's over, it's over. You're only prolonging your healing. That's my piece. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to speak bad about the situation. It is what it is. And I am going to go run because that's my motivation. Not him, not the person. The person is not my motivation. My motivation is now me because I'm in competition with myself. That's it.
It's almost like her entire personality was created by some social media mental health influencer. Her ex getting a new girlfriend has nothing to do with the relationship she had with him. She's clearly jealous and simply doesn't want to admit it.
Go find some guy whilst you're out there.
Look, I'm going next week.
Yeah, I get that, but why did you have to book such an impromptu flight so far away?
I want to travel.
Yeah, you always say you want to travel, but why don't you want to travel more locally? Something that we can go on together.
Travel more locally? I've travelled locally. I want to travel, the whole world.
Not with me. Like, I've not seen shit around here. Why don't you could be like a guide and stuff. We could have like an adventure together. It doesn't always have to be so far away.
Yeah, but I want to travel the world and I've asked you to come with me. And you said no.
Because I don't have the money to go to places like Peru, okay? I'm sorry I don't earn that much, alright?
If we go for long, you get a job, you work there, you become, one of the people.
Oh, great, so I'm travelling to work. That's your grandiose plan for me. So you can go off, have some fun, and what? I've got to go find some pot wash job.
Well, no, because I didn't say that, did I? We'd both get a job. What do you think I do when I go off for a month at a time?
You can take pictures of
It's
what's
not a high
around,
life. Yeah, because I earn it.
You are so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful.
What is your problem? I don't understand. Look, I can't keep having this argument with you. You knew that I like to go travelling.
Fine. Go travelling, go find some guy whilst you're out there. I don't give a shit anymore.
She doesn't even try to deny that she'll be looking for another man while she's traveling. Not a single word promising that she won't do it. And honestly, we can see why.
See if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
I'm getting real sick and tired of you calling and coming over 24/7.
Okay, well that's rude. That's not how I was expecting you to answer the phone at all.
You want me to be cordial? This isn't a cordial period of our life.
I
hope you know
I
that.
was hoping we could have a cordial conversation. Are you willing to listen or no?
Fine. God forbid. I mean,
Okay.
I should let all this go through the attorney, but what do you want?
Well, I'm hoping that we can lose the attorneys. I was calling to let you know that I'm in line to pick up Micah from school, and I will drop him off after. But before you got in the car, I wanted to see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
No. Why would we do that?
Well, if you want me to be honest, Brian cheated on me. So, we're not together anymore. And so, we built a beautiful life together, and I understand that me,
so
making the Tinder and everything,
poetic
I understand
justice
that
right
fucked it
there.
up and that was a mistake.
That's some poetic justice.
You don't have to be rude. You're not. I just want to know. I know that the Tinder
You
was
cheat on
obviously
me.
a mistake on my. Can you just listen, Avery? I know that the Tinder was a mistake on my part, but I was wondering if you'd be open to reconciling our marriage and healing it, and if we can go to therapy together.
The main thing she does during this conversation is call him rude. How she thinks she can call him rude or criticize him for anything after cheating on him is pretty unbelievable. I mean, therapy probably isn't going to fix this.
Together.
I don't know that.
Because that's the part of the finances. And here's the thing.
The ball is in her court.
Is it though? Buddy,
I know, but I'm not the one that
leave
wants
her.
separation. I'm
You
sitting
should.
here and
You should.
I should. That's right. You're right. 100%. Okay, I should.
Is it because your kid? Why don't you want to?
I love her. I love her. And I'm saying this in front of millions of people.
No, it's okay. Love's not bad. Don't be ashamed of love.
I love her. I do.
You should be embarrassed of love.
It's just,
You have the fear of her not being there. You know, you have the memories, you have the good times.
I know I can take care of myself with this job, dude. I'm bringing in $15K a month.
No, I mean the fear of like the person you love not being there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm terrified of. I want my family, and I know that she can do good. I know she can. She just doesn't want to.
Can she though? Because this is years of her doing really bad things.
I want to believe it.
But at some point, we might just have to recognize reality. And I think the reality here is I don't think she can stop doing the bad things. She hasn't been able to. She has 3 kids, and she hasn't been able to grow up enough to become a better person. And here's the thing, buddy. If you don't leave her, I mean, she told us, I think, this morning. I mean, yes, 2 days ago, she said she wants a divorce, but like just immediately before filming or whatever, she considers you guys separated right now. She considers you guys separated.
Yeah.
And you know what happened last time she considered you separated?
She cheated.
So what's going to be happening a few days from now when you're still separated? This isn't fair for you to deal with. Listen, she hasn't been able to give good examples, but let's just assume for a second you've done some piece of shit behavior. Her considering you guys separated, everything she's doing right now, you don't deserve having to stick around and deal with this for the rest of your life. You will find love again. You're young. And I know the fear of feeling like maybe the person I love won't be there. There are other things. And I want to do the budget, but the big question in the end is, will she be there?
You don't think how a normal person thinks. You think that because your parents sat there and cheated on each other for 35 years that it's okay for you to do that. That's not normal. It never has been and never will be. I should have left you and divorced you the first time you cheated, but I didn't. I stayed, and I told you from the get-go that most people in marriages for less. And you're like, oh yeah, I know. And then 4 other times, I need space. I want a break. We need to separate. But I am still sitting here running back to you.
But I wasn't the only one that did the space thing, though.
Yeah, that's right. I got space from you because it was cheating and lying and the text messages and all kinds of shit, dude. I got the away from you because if I didn't, I was going to divorce you. And I've already told you, dude, my family has a family lawyer, okay? We're not broke. My dad's in the oil field. My mom's an engineer. We have a family lawyer. I will fight you for custody. And I've already told you that, and I'm trying to avoid that because I promised you from the get-go that I would make sure that my kids didn't have to go to 2 separate houses for holidays and birthdays and all kinds of shit. I want my family together, and that's my goal.
And unless you have anything, it kind of sounds like he kind of wins the custody battle.
You have no money. You can't afford the house. You can't afford the truck.
Not even that. I mean, you're the cheater.
With this job, you could try to take me for everything I got. I'm still gonna have like $7,000 left over to load, dude. I'm gonna be renting a house with my cousin in New Orleans, dude, on the strip. I'll go party every weekend.
My ex-husband.
I'll take care of my kid.
I think you should.
I'll take care of my kid and make sure that my kid's taken care of, and I promise you, I will do that. But in all reality, not much is keeping me around. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. I really am, and I have been for the past 4 years. But you're not helping your case, and I'm so glad that I did decide to come on here because now more people are gonna realize that I'm not crazy and I'm not a bad guy.
No, I don't think you are.
And with everything that you've said, dude, I've given valid explanations and valid points. I've even given you proof, text message and video proof, and you have just sit here and for an hour and 20 minutes.
It's kind of really hard to put on spot. I didn't think
okay,
it was
but you have had an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's been 4 years of neglect, right? Like I've neglected how you feel and treated you and all that shit for 4 years. It shouldn't be that hard. You've made a decision to leave, right?
Well, yeah.
You can sit there and go on Johnny on the spot with.
It looks like she may have manipulated him into becoming emotionally dependent on her, or something along those psychological lines where he can't imagine a life without her anymore. That way, she can do whatever she wants because she knows there won't be any real consequences.
So if a woman wants to take a break.
If a woman wants to take a break, assume you guys are broken up. I don't want you to be holding your breath and thinking like, oh, maybe if I do a bunch of things, I can win her back. Assume you guys are broken up. I'm not saying that you will never get back together. I'm saying that mentally, you have to start the process of moving on at that point because she already has done that. So what you should do is you should make sure that you are in a good place. Make sure you're around loved ones, friends, all that stuff. Don't be running around and trying to sleep with every single woman during a break. That's not going to help you move on, and it's probably not going to reflect well on you in the future if you do get with somebody else, or even if you guys do get back together. So just assume that you guys are broken up. Assume it's done. Mentally, But, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be disappointed because it probably is going to.
This is excellent advice. Assume the relationship is over. She's no longer your concern. Use that time to focus on yourself. Get back on your feet. Keep grinding. Make some money. And do your own thing.
Asked for a separation, then got mad when I dated other people. We were married to each other with my 32 male wife, 32 female for 5 years. However, she told me she fell out of love with me and was looking for something different last year. By the way, this comes from ShinyBeads42 on the OK Storytime subreddit. So even though I tried to convince her to stay, she decided to move forward and we were separated for little over a year. I couldn't move on first, but accepted that's what she wanted after several months. However, one side of me always hoped for her to come back, which she did 3 weeks ago. She told me she wanted to try things out again, which I was content to. We started seeing a couples counselor next week with the intent of aligning our feelings and thoughts before moving in together again. One of the questions that was asked was if I've been in another relationship during the time or any other women. Counselor told us honesty is the way to go here, so I came clean. I actually had a go-to club, get drunk, sleep around phase for a few months and slept with 13 women in total. I knew she was dating around and was honest with going on dates with 3 different men. However, when I told her my part, she got extremely frustrated. Now she thinks we cannot get back together, but I told her we were separated and in the divorce process back then. I think it's impossible to get back together now that I talked about my dating life during our separation, but I wonder if I was an a-hole for sleeping around when we were separated. I think it could make your divorce process more difficult, but she asked to leave you, so.
She wants one set of rules for herself and another for him. That's not how relationships work. It's not a fair two-way street. She asked to end the relationship. So whatever he did while they weren't together is none of her business, just like her actions aren't his responsibility.
I told my husband of 15 years I want a divorce.
My first question would be, have they tried therapy together? It sounds like they haven't.
If he starts telling you he'll change or whatever, you tell him it's too late. You're beyond wanting to spend any time or money fixing the relationship. You're happier when he's gone and you're done.
That's so sad.
I feel like this is just so common that it's actually frustrating to me. There needs to be more people that are speaking positively about marriage. Being single is hard. Being married has challenges.
Freaking life is hard, dude.
Life is hard.
Life is hard.
And you're not meant to do it alone. Obviously, there are really, really great, amazing reasons for being single in general. I'm so sick of the narrative that's girl, you leave him. You deserve better. Blah, 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 blah. It's wait a minute. Can we be a little self-reflective here? Let's quit going to this resort because guess what? You're going to find yourself in another relationship where you're well, you know what? They're not perfect, so I'm going to move on again. I'm not saying there are horrible situations. Divorce is the only option for you. You have to do that. But it's just a really frustrating.
If only more women listen to this. Most marriages aren't terrible. The problem is that some people aren't willing to put in the work because the culture keeps telling them there's something better waiting for them when there really isn't.
It's behind why pulling away after a breakup works and chasing doesn't. Many times after a breakup, things start out really cordial, but as the person who was left begs, their ex becomes colder and colder and eventually sometimes hurtful. This is described in psychology by psychological reactance theory, which means that as humans, anytime we have a sense that our freedom is being threatened, we feel compelled to fight to regain it. So if someone wants to break up with you and you don't let them, their mind is going to do everything to strengthen their case on why they have to leave you. They'll think of more reasons why the relationship won't work. They'll think of more bad memories. If you give them space, the opposite happens. When there's nothing to run away from, when there's nothing to fight against, usually walls drop and people see things with a lot more clarity. I know this can feel impossible though, so if you need one-on-one help getting there, comment Apple.
I couldn't have said it better myself. There's a solid reason why you should simply let her leave if that's what she wants. She might eventually realize she was making a mistake, but who knows?
I've decided to move into another direction.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm going to respect it.
You seem like
you said your one-liner. If that's all you have to say, let's hug and let's just let it go. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
It ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal for nothing that I'm saying.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
I wanted you to say something. You're not saying
you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk. All of the things you say you want to be there. You're here for me. You're all about the future and everything. You didn't even fight for a second.
What happened here is that she never really wanted to leave. She was testing him. She wanted him to fight for her so she could feel special. almost like some white knight situation. Basically, pure manipulation.
How do you get your ex back? You don't. She's officially for the streets now, guys. Especially if she breaks up with you. Understand this, guys. When a woman breaks up with you, she's betting against your future. She thinks that she can do better without you, with someone else, than with you. Prove her wrong, and you never take her back.
Why would you fight for someone who doesn't value you the way they should, or even close to it? Maybe they'll eventually realize they're not better off without you, but in most cases, you'll be better off without them. Guys, if you haven't already, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.